Sare ma pa da sa da pa da ma re pa da ma re sa. It is in Dhut, ek tal, 12 matras, 12 beats. Jai 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 Durga Mata Bhavani, Jai 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 Durga Mata, Jai 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 Durga Mata Bhavani, Jai 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 Durga Mata Bhavani, Jai Jai Jai. सब जगत को सुख करनी, 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 जय 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 दुर्गा माता भवानी, जय 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 दुर्गा माता भवानी, जय 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 दुर्गा माता। सब जगत को सुख करनी, 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 जय 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 दुर्गा माता भवानी, जय 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 दुर्गा माता। दुर्गा जय 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 दुर्गा माता, जय 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 दुर्गा माता भवानी, जगदम्बे मृडानी दयानी शिवानी, जय 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 दुर्गा माता भवानी, जय 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 दुर्गा माता। सब जगत को सुख करनी, सब जगत को सुख करनी, सब जगत को सुख करनी, सब जगत सब जगत को सुख करनी, जय 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 दुर्गा माता भवानी, जय 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 दुर्गा माता। पाप निवारिणी, पाप निवारिणी, पाप निवारिणी, पाप निवारिणी, असुर दल मर्दिनी, असुर दल मर्दिनी, पाप निवारिणी, असुर दल मर्दिनी, रामदास शरण भय भवानी शिवानी दयानी, जय 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 दुर्गा माता भवानी, जय 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 दुर्गा माता। माता माता माता, जय दुर्गा माता Bhavani, Jai 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 Durga Mata Bhavani, Jai 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 Durga Bhavani Daya Ni Jai 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 Durga Prema Pada Da Pada Mare Pa Mada Sa Da Pa Mada Sa Re Da Sa Da Pa Da Mare Mare Da Jai 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 Durga Mata Mada Sa Re Da Sa Da Pa Da Mare Da
Jai Shri Mataji. Let's all bow down and raise our Kundalini and give Bandhan. Let's put our hand onto our heart. Shri Mataji, please come in our heart. Let us worship you in our heart. Please let us see your feet in our heart. Shri Mataji, we want to be united with you. Please let our attention be one with you. Let's put our right hand on Mother Earth. Shri Mataji, you who are Shri Ganesha, please give us wisdom and discrimination. Let's say the Shri Ganesha mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Shri Ganesha, let all your beautiful qualities of innocence be manifested through us. Shri Abodhita Pradayaka mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Abodhita Pradayaka Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Today, on the 8th day of Navaratri, Shri Mataji, we want to worship you as Shri Mahagauri, as the Adi Kundalini. We bow to you and please enlighten and awaken all the chakras in us. Shri Mahagauri Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahagauri Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Shri Adi Kundalini Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, you are the Kundalini Mata inside us. Please rise up to our Sahasrara and please give us cool vibrations and thoughtless awareness. Let's rise 7 times the Kundalini up to the Sahasrara with our right hand. Shri Gauri Kundalini Mata Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gauri Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, we want to thank you that you have given us our second birth, that you have made us Sahaja Yogis. Please let us always be united with you. You are our Divine Mother, our Guru, and you are our Father and our friend. Let's put our right hand on the heart, on the left heart. Mother, thank you for making me the pure spirit. Thank you for making me the source of truth, the source of attention, and the source of joy. Please, Mother, always be in my heart. Shri Shiva Parvati mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shiva Parvati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Let's put our right hand on the central heart. Shri Mataji, please make us fearless and courageous. Let us feel your powers of love in our heart. Shri Durga Mata Jagadamba. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Durga Mata Jagadamba Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Let's put our right hand on the Vishuddhi chakra in the middle. Mother, please make me a detached witness and part and parcel of the whole. Please let me be a collective being and have love for everybody. Shri Radha Krishna. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. We put our hand on the forehead. Mother, please make me a forgiving person. Let's say the mantra Shri Yeshu Krishna Maria Mata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Yeshu Krishna Maria Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Let's massage our Sahasrara 7 times. Mother, please come to my Sahasrara. Let me feel your presence always in my Sahasrara. Please keep me in silence and thoughtless awareness. Let me have the pure attention to listen to your words of love. Now we will listen to Sri Mataji's talk from 1999 about the Mahakali power and the Navaratri Puja.
So when you worship her, what you want? You want her to protect. In your discrimination, in your mistake, you might do something wrong. May do something that is not good for you, could be very dangerous for you. But she is the person who guides you how to avoid all the dangers. Now she protects your life. She protects your body. She protects all organs of your body. She is the one who gives you all the security of life. In her realm, you feel completely secure. You are never afraid of anything. Because you have left her realm, you have come out of it. That's why, that is the reason you are afraid. But if you are under her beautiful guidance and her blessings, you will never feel afraid to do anything. You will never do anything wrong also. As soon as you will try to do wrong, she will hold your hand. She is really the guiding person. She is the one who actually gives us our existence. Without her, we cannot exist. Because she is the one who is the power of Shri Shiva. She gives us so many things. For example, she gives us the relaxation, the sleep. She gives you the truth. She tells you what is the truth and what is not. Sometimes people, so much in their ego, always try to believe that what I think is the truth. Then she is the one who points it out by creating a maya, a kind of a confusion, that you start thinking, what is this? So she is called also the one who gives us Bhranti, means illusions. She puts you to illusions also. She tests you, puts you to illusions, and she then ultimately takes you out of the illusions. She is the one who relaxes you, because she takes over all your responsibilities. She takes over all your problems. She is the one who solves all the problems. It is we who forget to leave all the problems to her. If you just leave problems to her, all your problems are solved. Not only that, but you really feel blessed. It's not only physical, also it's mental, that she makes your mind absolutely free of worries. She doesn't worry. And she doesn't want you to worry. If you worry, then she tries to show that by your worrying you are denying her. You are not accepting her. Worrying is something is very common, and people take great pride in saying, oh, I was worried. How can you be worried when your mother is Sakshat Mahakali? She can kill all the demons, she can finish all of them, She knows how to manage things. And when you are like a child before her, how can you worry about it? So your worries are finished. She worries about you, you shouldn't worry about yourself. That's the point. Her security is so great, she's so secured herself that she gives you all the security that you need. You can hold on to her feet, you can hold on to her image or to anything. You can even pray to her. Many people are being cured only by praying to her because she cures you. She can cure your diseases, which are very complicated diseases, she can cure. Now what she likes, Mahakali, likes the light. She's worshipped in the night because then we can put on the lights. She likes enlightened person, also she likes the light, she likes the sun, she likes something that will be completely enlightened and brightened. You must have heard about people who are called, I don't know what, but especially in the West they use them. They have big teeth and they and they are the people, they just imagine, they cannot exist before the sun. As soon as there is a sunrise, they just want to go off and sleep. Whereas they cannot see the sun because the light they can't bear. Now what has happened here, that Mahalakshmi has departed, Mahakali has departed from them. And when Mahakali has departed, then they are afraid, and such people are attacked by these people who know they are afraid. The sun itself is very important to work out this Mahakali thing. But as it is in the West especially, we are very hard-working and very much sun-oriented, and we worship the sun. All this we do, worship the sun and also go right-sided very much. Then it is she who gives us the balance. She is the one who gives us the balance by relaxing us completely and protecting us. Sometimes we are competitive and we are really worried and we want to do something which we cannot do. Then we get upset and we don't know what to do. Then it is she who brings sleep to us. So when we sleep, she looks after us, she soothes us, and she takes away our problems. So many things she is doing. But what are we doing for her, that we should say? Main thing is that we are ourselves worshipping her. She likes that her children should worship her. That on that level she can be one with them. She can give them her compassion, love and protection from all the evil. But it has to be understood, those who are not yet settled, those who are not yet absolutely belonging to that land of security of Mahakali, can be attacked. And they, once they leave that area, they can be very badly injured, killed, whatever may can happen. So we are living in this Kali Yuga in a very dangerous times, when anything can happen. So we have to be very careful. We have to watch our mind to see how it works. What does it teach you? What does it tell you? Try to understand. What is the plan of this evil person that you are playing into his hands? How can you play into his hands? And how can you do whatever wrong he wants you to do. Secondly, against her is the ego. The biggest problem is the ego today. Ego shows, no, I can do this. Ego says, I will work it out. Ego says, it will be done. But the human beings, yield to ego. It's a great satisfaction for them that their ego is so strong. And they don't want to listen to the Mahakali forces. ले जाओ 2 मिनट बाहर ले जाओ तो ठीक हो जाएगा. He wants me, you see. Children are like that. They can't leave you for even. You have to be like children. Really, that's the very best way, is to be innocent like children. She loves innocent people. She's innocence herself. She loves innocent people. And she looks after you much more because you're innocent. You're not cunning. You're not very much trying to play your ego on others. If you're innocent, she'll help you. She definitely will help you. But this ego has to be brought under control. Because he is the worst enemy she has. She doesn't like your ego. She wants you to be egoless, to be innocent. As you know that it is first she came and she created Sri Ganesha. That's why we worship Sri Ganesha. We have to be innocent. Means we are not planning to do something bad or good or anything. But we are without any intentions. We are just, it's a timeless activity. You just don't bother about what you are going to do, what you are not going to do, what you should do, nothing of the kind. You are just existing in your complete innocence and enjoying yourself and making others enjoy. If there's one child in the house, he can make 100 people dance. It's like that. Because these children have the power of innocence. And that is what she respects. We sometimes feel that how people are cheats, how they cheat us, how they make all kinds of, I should say, aggressiveness, sometimes how they try to also tell lies. All kinds of things they will do. And they expect so much from you also. But all this is happening. You shouldn't bother about these things. You should keep to your innocence and you'll be surprised, you'll be completely protected. How? Because Mahakali will stand around you. She will look after you. If you are innocent. Innocent person doesn't get angry. What is there to get angry? Innocence has its own, I should say, strength, power. It's extremely powerful. Even a cruel man, if he sees a child, he becomes a little bit aware of it. There's a child. The whole world is aware that children should not be any way tortured or troubled. Why? Because children are so innocent. So the quality of innocence is going to really help you very much because she appreciates your quality of innocence. Then another thing she loves in you is your compassion. Compassion for each other, love for each other, also caring for others. That is something she loves. If you are a Sahajogi, if you are a realized soul, she is always with you. But she says, what are you doing with your compassion? How many people you are giving realization? How many people you are curing? How many people you are helping? She is quite aware of whatever you are doing. I should say it's such a tremendous power of Mahakali that she knows everything about. Everything. She knows your mind, she knows your heart, she knows about your health. Everything she knows. Actually, she is the mother in every way who cares for the little child. In that way, she knows that this child doesn't know anything. He's very innocent. So like when you are very small, your mother looks after you. In the same way, this Mahakali looks after you. Then the Mahasaraswati power comes in. And she educates you, she gives you other ideas of knowledge, this, that. But looking after the child in you, looking after your innocence and your compassion is all done by this Mahakali power. So she is extremely sensitive about her children. Nobody dared touch her children. For her, everybody is like a child. Those who are realized so specially, she thinks are children. And in no way they should be hurt. Nothing should happen to them. She is always following them. One can say if she is a person, how does he follow them? Because she is omnipresent. She is present everywhere. Everywhere in your life she is there. Especially with Saj Yogis, she follows them up and down. Everywhere, whatever you are doing, you are in an accident, she is there to save you. She is like an angel behind you. And nothing can happen to you if you really worship her from your full heart. Not for any gain, not for any achievement, but for her blessings. Her blessings are very great and they really have enriched human beings. They have enriched this earth. They have enriched everything because of the blessings of Mahakali. Of course, then comes the Mahalakshmi. Her thing is that in Mahalakshmi principle you become sort of detached. You start finding that what is this world after all? And a kind of a feeling of detachment comes into you, and you start thinking that there must be something better. There must be truth beyond. Especially people who have been tortured by bad people always think like that there must be someone who will raise us from this. Here comes the Mahalakshmi principle, which is the principle of the goddess of ascent. She puts the ideas in your head that what is next? What do we have to do? After all, is this the end of our life? What is the purpose of this life? Why have we come on this earth? What is so special that we should live on this earth? All such fundamental questions start rising. And then he just take to the seeking. In that also you have to understand the Mahalakshmi principle is very, very, very different from what people understand. They think if they are seeking, it should be intelligible, it should be through their minds, or could be rational, all this, or scientific. That's how they move, seeking the truth. It's not possible. Mahalakshmi's principle is like this, that you should have earnest desire to know the truth and truth and truth and nothing else. When you think like that, then you will not take to other things. So many people took to drugs thinking that by doing that they will achieve their self-realization. It's a wrong idea. How can you get away from your awareness can achieve that? So awareness is the most important thing. If you can go into the realm of awareness, then you have to understand the basic awareness is not to be lost. If your basic awareness is lost through drinking or through drugs or all these things that people do, they think that they are seeking, that's why they are doing. So sometimes They take excuse of seeking to do wrong things. It's like a revenge on yourself, I think, that you want to revenge yourself by thinking that you are now seeking. It's not the real seeking. In a real seeking, a person has to just meditate and should find out what is the right way. But that too by not reading some books or listening to some false gurus. Actually, Kundalini awakening is the only way one can know the reality. There's no other way out. But nobody tells them that it is Kundalini awakening. They'll tell you, we'll go to this place, then to that place, then move to that place, then this has to be done, and ultimately where do you come? Where you started. It's just like that, moving from places to places, moving from false to another false, to another false, to falsehood. Ultimately, so many seekers have been lost. So many have been lost because they thought that certain type of is very precious. Seeking is very precious because you can pay lots of money to the guru. I mean, you can purchase the guru, and so all the rich people can become enlightened. That means that. But I don't think the percentage of good people are only rich. The people who are good, whether they are rich or not is not the point. But such people try to gather around a person because I think there's a subtle ego of their money, that we can afford to buy this, buy that. Once I was in America and there was one lady who came to see me, and she didn't know that I was a spiritual person. So she said, now there's a very good guru who has come to America. I said, really, what does he do? He said, there's a sale on. I said, really? You can pay him half the amount. He can give you his blessings, all right. Then next week she said, now the sale has come to 1/4. If you pay the 1/4 amount, then he will give you the full knowledge. I said, how can he reciprocal? It's not proportionate. I said, even you are giving half, he was giving you half. And when you are giving 1/4, he is giving full. That's the thing, he said. He is very magnanimous, you see. That's the point. I said, for all such people who think they can purchase truth, they cannot achieve it. You cannot purchase it. You cannot pay for your Kundalini awakening. No. Nor you should take any payment for that. Self-realization is absolutely is the divine grace. And you cannot take money for that. You cannot sell it. It's not so cheap to be sold. If you understand that, then the Mahalakshmi power works. And Mahalakshmi power is really meant for people who are genuine seekers, who are really seeking genuinely. It acts and works so well that they achieve a kind of a very, very spontaneous realization. This spontaneous realization, you all have got it. You don't have to go to Himalayas, you don't have to do anything like that. All those things are over, you have done it. In your previous lives, you must have done it. Now you don't have to do anything. You are getting it just sitting down here. Wherever you are in the whole world, you can get it. And it is spreading very fast. Now it's also the duty of Sahaja Yogis to spread Sahaja Yoga. Now, this one is to be understood that Mahalakshmi and Mahakali both go hand in hand. When you see Mahakali blesses you and she is with you and you are in her realm, the Mahalakshmi comes forward and she definitely helps you to achieve your realization and also to improve your problems, to help you, I mean the financial side of it you can call it, or in any way other problems also she solves. The greatest problem she solved, that your greatest desire to achieve self-realization is granted. So there is no competition between. All these three powers work together, and whatever is needed, they work it out. But it is the Mahakali who guides where what help has to go. And that's why the power of Mahakali is very much respected. As it is, she has killed so many devils and so many Rakshasas. And there are still more, some of them are existing, but I'm sure they'll be all finished. There will be none of these horrible ones ever existing. But still, we have to be very careful and alert and try to find out what's wrong with these people, what are they doing, and what they are trying to propagate. You must mature in such a manner that you should know everything of all these evildoers. You must find out what these false people are doing. See, it's very easy because you are enlightened, and with your enlightened attention, you can definitely find out what's wrong with what organization, with which evil man, evil doer. It will be the best way is to meditate. Not to be aggressive in any way, but just to meditate and ask Mahakali, destroy. Destroy him. For he is destroying the world. You please destroy. That's her job, and she would love to do, but somebody has to tell her and ask her. It's very good, because there are so many that unless and until you point it out, she may not be able to put her attention to them, possibly. So it's best is always ask her to help you on individual basis, on a national basis, maybe on a collective basis, or maybe on a global basis. That's what she exists everywhere. She is globally available. Anywhere you may be having any color, any race, any nation, anything. But she exists within you all the time, and to worship her and to awaken her is only your due that you have to do. If she is awakened within you, you will be a humble person. You will see what mistakes you have been committing, and you will feel bad about it. You will not feel guilty, but you will feel bad that I will never do such a thing. I have done very great wrong. And then you will try to correct it. All this works out very well when you are pure in your heart. Your heart should be pure. If your heart is not pure, if you are doing Sahaja Yoga to have some competition with others or with some sort of material achievements, it will not work. You have to do it in a way that is an innocent act, that you are worshipping your mother like a little child worships and loves his mother. It's a very simple relationship which all of us have felt. How we should love our mother and how we should be under her guidance and under her protection. That is something very simple you have known in your childhood, and that childhood has to come back in you if you really worship the mother. May God bless you.
Shri Mataji, we thank you for your caring, for your loving care. We thank you for guiding us and protecting us. Shri Mataji, With all our heart, we love you and we worship you. You are our Divine Mother. Let's say the 3 Maha Mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's stay in meditation. Thank you, Mother, for this beautiful meditation. Jai Shri Mataji. Now we will listen to the next chapter of the Devi Mahatmya. Before this, we will raise our Kundalini and give Bandhan. Now let's listen to the Devi Mahatmya.
Devi Mahatmyam, The Glory of the Goddess, by Sage Markandeya. Translated by Lyndall Verco. Read by Tim Bruce. When this story is told, then both those who sing it and those who listen with devotion, to them no trouble shall come, nor any calamities from wrongdoing, nor poverty, nor separation from loved ones. They shall not experience fear from enemies, from robbers or rulers, from fire or flood or any weapon. Therefore this poem of my majesty must be recited and listened to with full attention and sincere devotion, for it is the supreme source of blessings. Chapter 12. The goddess said, "And whoever with full attention regularly praises me with these hymns, I will quiet every trouble for him. And when this story is told of the slaying of Madhu and Kaitaba, of the destruction of Mahishasura, and the slaughter of Shumba and Nishumba, then both those who sing it and those who listen with devotion to this story of my sublime majesty on the 8th, 9th, and 14th days of the lunar fortnight, to them no trouble shall come, nor any calamities from wrongdoing, nor poverty, nor separation from loved ones. They shall not experience fear from enemies, from robbers or rulers, from fire or flood, or any weapon. Therefore this poem of my majesty must be recited and listened to with full attention and sincere devotion, for it is the supreme source of blessings. May this poem of my glories now quell all epidemics and calamities of mind, body, and spirit. The place of my sanctuary, where this poem is chanted constantly, will always be my dwelling place. I will never forsake that place. On all occasions of auspicious worship, when offerings are made to the earth, and at the fire ceremony, all this story of my actions must be told and heard. I will accept with kindliness the offerings made on these occasions, both by the people who know the protocols and by those who do not know, but who are sincere devotees. During the annual autumn ceremony, when my worship is performed. Anyone who listens with faith to this poem of my majesty will be delivered by my grace from any troubles, and be blessed with children, riches, and sustenance. Listening to my glorification brings blessings of fearlessness and heroic deeds. Enemies are vanquished, and prosperity accrues. Families are joyful. On every occasion, whether at peaceful ceremony, or at times when the planets foretell misfortune, or to dispel nightmares, this poem may be chanted, and then those difficulties are dispelled. It produces peace in children who have become disturbed, and heals rifts between people when friendships are split. It absolutely weakens all evildoers. Devils, ghosts, and demons are destroyed by its chanting. This complete praise of me brings the devotee very close to me, and by offerings of animals, flowers, welcoming drinks, incenses and lamps, by feeding wise men, by fire ceremonies, by daily sprinkling holy water and all other offerings, the blessings which come from all these will come to my devotee who only listens once to this recitation with love for me. They will have perfect health and protection. This celebration of my manifestations and description of my battles frees men from foes and from fear itself. And these hymns composed by rishis and the praise composed by Brahma himself bestow pure thoughts. Anyone caught in a forest fire, or in a lonely place, or in water, or endangered by robbers or wild animals, or imprisoned, or tossed in a tempest at sea, or surrounded in battle by terrible weapons, if they remember this story of my power, their troubles will vanish. The rishi said, as the beloved Chandika finished speaking, she vanished from the sight of the adoring gods. Then the gods, now free of fear, were able to resume their proper roles and enjoy their share of the offerings. Since the fierce demons Shumba and Nishumba were now destroyed, all other demons fled back to hell. Thus, O king, the adorable Devi, although she is eternal, incarnates again and again to safeguard the world. By her, this whole universe is put under delusion, and it is she who creates it all. When entreated, she bestows pure knowledge. When gratified, she grants prosperity. O king, by her, by Mahakali, who is the great destroying goddess at the end of time, by her the whole cosmos is pervaded. At the proper time, she is indeed Mahamari, the great destroyer. She is also the unborn, who becomes this creation when it is time for renewed creation. She is the eternal being, who sustains created beings at the time of stability. She is Lakshmi at the time of prosperity, bestowing blessings in the homes of mankind. When she is absent, she is Alakshmi, the cause of destitution in times of misfortune. When praised and worshipped with flowers and incense, she bestows children and complete consciousness.
Om